Tonight's show started with a bench-clearing brawl in the back where everybody was fighting tooth and nail to be the first one to get to the ring to answer Wesley's North American Championship Open Challenge. And they were fighting, they were beating each other up, throwing each other on the walls, into the ceiling, into the goddamn floor, and we'll see you this weekend for the Royal Rumble! My God, it was absolute chaos and bedlam to start the show. Where do we go from here? I'm John Recton with my review of WWE NXT, and it's 1 week to go until Roadblock. End of the line. And I'll say this much, while I had my issues with this show, this was one of the better editions of NXT. Maybe because it opened with a strong match and it ended with a strong match. There were a few things I didn't like, and I'll get into that. But nevertheless, Roadblock's looking sort of strong, I'll say that much. They're at least trying to make some of the television episodes mean something, so I'll give them that much credit. So yeah, a bunch of people are fighting in the back. Look, remember when backstage brawls actually meant something? Yeah, those were the days. Honestly, it's gotten to the point now where it's like you're almost safer to be in the goddamn ring, getting beat up by 3 damn people, instead of, being in the back where, oh, hey, how you doing? Wait, why are we suddenly having a brawl and everything? So yeah, anyway, Davikato looked like he was going to get to the ring because everybody was just suddenly fighting to the ring, and one match, gets spat out from this whole damn thing between Axiom Verge and Hank Walker. That comes up a little bit later. But yeah, Apollo dives on Davikato, as it were, and suddenly Mega Man Frazier, who appeared from literally nowhere, Nathan Frazier, by the way, Mega Man Frazier, because he has the quick man bar things in his intro, and I don't know why I decided to name him Mega Man Frazier, but Mega Man's a good character, and Nathan Frazier's a pretty damn good wrestler. So anyway, that's just the name right there. He manages to get in the ring, and Wesley versus Mega Man Frazier. Pretty good stuff. Flippy shit. Crowd was into it. These guys are highly athletic, and they can do some stuff, but they can make it look... Their dives tend to stand out. I'm worried that Frazier may not have a long career with the speed that he, hits stuff at, but I mean, credit to him. He really can go hard, and Wesley really has risen up the ranks, done really, really good since the whole thing happened with his tag partner. Whew, blew my goddamn voice out doing that goddamn intro, but nevertheless, Wesley has done really damn good in the second half of 2022, and done so far pretty damn good in 2023. Booker T is the worst commentator WWE has. He's "you slurp Michael Cole." I think that's how that saying goes. But seriously, Booker T is the worst. How dare you, Booker T? How dare you continue to drag down commentary? Anyway, big superplex and a twist that Frazier hit. They did highly athletic stuff. Very, very good TV match. One of the best TV matches they've had in quite a while. Like, at least the last, I'd say, 6 months. They both spilled into the announcer's table. There was a dive over the post, and then eventually the flip kick. I forget what they call that. 1, 2, 3. Wesley gained the victory. Pretty good opener, despite the fact they did the bullshit, stagey brawl thing before that. It led to a pretty damn good opening match. And then the show kind of, went downhill for a bit because J.D. McDonough talked about his rectal injury. Wait, no, his retinal injury. He had his eye shoved all the way up his ass. That would explain a lot, and that would be quite the talent and quite the feat, considering how large his head is. Cool, what an eyeful injury he had. It's all about Ilya Dragunov. So, Briggs and Jensen were talking backstage. This is high school level bullshit where Jensen's upset because his date with Kiana went bad, and Fallon apologized to Kiana, but now he's got to win Kiana back, and why is this on a wrestling show? Genuine question, why is this on a wrestling show? Who wrote this show? It must have been Shawn Michaels' lazy eye doing this. His good eye writes the wrestling, or books the wrestling. His lazy eye does the goddamn high school drama. So, why was Mackenzie in a Gem and the Holograms jacket? And I like Mackenzie. I'm not knocking her, but seriously, I got Gem and the Hologram vibes. So, Hank Walker was being interviewed, and then Axiom Verge got pissed at him, and now we're going to have a match out of that. Briggs and Jensen took on Indus with Jinder. Oh, look, Jinder and Jensen acting all lovesick and everything. How about no? How about you focus on wrestling instead? Jensen was thrown off and ends up getting pinned after a big lariat. That's really all I have to say to that. Jinder then cut a promo, and I wish that NXT got the plug pulled on it. But that being said, no, let's be positive. Jinder is there for star power, because apparently they've run out of everybody else to put there. It's going to be a 6-man with the Creeds. And who? So, apparently during the ad break, Wendy Chu was taken out in the parking lot. The dangerous NXT parking lot, and nothing of value was lost. So, and Katana found her. I gotta stop doing these weird intros. Oof, ow, damn. Anyway, yeah, but Katana found her. Or Katana, not Katana, Katana. Why is she spelled Katana? Katan Chop! Anyway, so Gigi, she had the Toxic Attraction music that said, that's the last time you'll hear this. And then she talks about how she trusted JC and said that, the last person she trusted was her own mother, and that her mother abused her, and that reminded her of this, and she wanted to prove to her brother that they could escape, they could do some big things. And look, there may actually be truth to that. I don't know. Promos are not Gigi's strong suit. This wasn't the worst thing I've heard, but this wasn't great. Again, Gigi, I'm a little bit worried that they're going to be moving her out, that they're not going to really trust her anywhere beyond maybe this JC feud and a few more months in NXT. I hope I'm wrong, but I think JC's going to be the one they end up focusing on. This promo, I understand what they were going for, but this didn't click. Speaking of things that didn't goddamn click, Chase University and the Schism hacked the feed, and we're getting Andre Chase versus Joe Wayne Gacy next week. God, Beast still might be in apathy. The Schism and Chase U might be actually in the running for the worst faction in WWE going today. One of the worst going today as far as wrestling in general, but we encompass the 3 wrestling promotions that I watch. They're not quite in the top 3. So anyway, that being said, yeah, Chase University, Schism stuff, oh boy, just sign me up for a nap instead of watching that. Meiko Satomura made her entrance, and then Dijak, he was in some weird smoky room because Frank forgot to turn off the smoke machine. Damn it, Frank, you had one job. I don't know what his gimmick is. Where did he get the jail door? What is happening? Oh yeah, Jailhouse Rock match. That's what we're getting. Roxanne on commentary for this match. Dear God, Roxanne, who is very likable, very good, and definitely will even get better, even though she's a natural at it. Talking is not her thing. Talking on TV is not her thing. Meiko Satomura took on Grandma Zoe Stark, and Zoe Stark is pissed at Meiko because Meiko reminds her of when Zoe saw in person the first example of Japanese imperialism. I mean, hell, she was there when the first Kabuki theater was made. Yeah, I'm going to continue to make age jokes about Zoe for whatever ungodly reason. Okay, between Booker and Roxanne doing commentary, and Roxanne was trying, but she's not a natural speaker. Vic Joseph was herniating every disc in his back, carrying this. Zoe, I thought was feigning an injury. I actually thought Zoe might have hurt her knee. Thankfully, she seemed to be all right. And Scorpio Rising Kick, 1, 2, 3. This match just didn't click for me. This wasn't bad, it just wasn't great. And then a face-off with Roxanne. Recaps of Grayson calling out Shawn Michaels. And then Tiffany Stratton, she wants all the attention on her. And then says to Katana and Caden, hey, wait a second. You found Nikita and you found Wendy in the parking lot. I think it was you that did it. So Ruka makes her entrance. We go to break. The Creeds need a partner. Suddenly Damon Kemp, and it turns out Brutus was playing a trick on him this whole time, using a hated enemy, Damon Kemp. They weren't coming to blows. They were just okay with each other. They just blew off each other, all that. But wait, it's Steiner. Ha ha ha, it was a joke on Julius. Okay. I mean, Steiner getting a chance to team with the Creeds. That ought to be interesting. Fortunately, Jinder's going to be involved in the match, but nevertheless, Elektra Lopez of Valentina Feroz, who apparently is with her, at least until the end of this match, taking on Sol Ruka. Sol is agile. Elektra Lopez still needs seasoning in the ring. She's not awful. I just feel like she's kind of stagnated. At one point, Valentina, wait, She has the brass knucks. And Elektra's like, give it to me, give it to me. I'm not going to say anything. So Ruka hits the Soul Snatcher. She snatched Elektra right there. Snatching Elektra and pounding her down. Let's just make this as uncomfortable as possible. Yeah, anyway. So Ruka gets the victory. And then Elektra's upset at Valentina, and Valentina fists her violently, and Elektra goes down. So then we get to Gallus, Wolfgang Peterson, and whatever coffee that is, Joe Coffee. I don't know who it is. I don't care. They're playing pool, and Pretty Deadly are apparently the faces in this feud. God fucking help me! What did I do to deserve this? Tiffany Stratton took on Katana with Caden. This match was fine. It was fine. It wasn't great. It was fine. Later, Isla Dawn and St. Elmo's Fire show up to distract Caden. I would be distracted by Isla. I have not found a woman in wrestling as alluring as Isla Dawn since Sensational Sherry. Yes, I compared them right there, even though Sherry, as far as here, is at the pinnacle, but Isla Dawn is just goddamn captivating and gorgeous and everything. But anyway, moonsault onto, well, Katana's shins. 1, 2, 3. Whatever. I mean, you know what? Misses are going to happen. And Tiffany can definitely do that triple jump moonsault. She's hit it perfectly before, so these things happen. She gets the victory. Tiffany then challenges the winner of the women's match between Meiko Satomura and Roxanne next week. And then Briggs says, Jensen, this needs to stop. How about I go talk to Kiana for you? We're going to get a love triangle thing, aren't we? God damn it. It's going to turn out that Briggs was banging Kiana. It's going to turn out that that's the case, isn't it? This is going to get worse. Focus on the wrestling. Don't focus on this bullshit. I like Kiana. Don't get me wrong, but this is... God damn it. Anyway, Axiom Verge then took on Hank Walker in a match that was fine. Hank showed potential, hit a nice lariat. Axiom Verge is talented, has a stupid entrance, but managed to, get the victory with the high kick, whatever the hell they call it, like Shining Wizard variation 1, 2, 3. Grayson Waller effect with Shawn Michaels next week. Oh boy. This is where Dragon Lee is going to be introduced because Shawn's not going to come out of retirement. Shawn would never come out of retirement and ruin his 2010 retirement. Except he would. Idiot. Carmelo Hayes with Tricky Tiki Williams took on Tyler Bate in a highly athletic match that had the crowd popping, and the match was 10, 11 minutes, maybe. I mean, it wasn't that long. Tricky Tiki kept interfering. Both these guys can work, and it was well done. We did get a nice throw off the top from Tyler Bate, and then Tricky Tiki manages to just distract Tyler long enough that he misses a spiral tap, and then Codebreaker, and that huge axe kick, which I really wish that Carmelo would save. And it's his body, whatever. I mean, I'm just saying, as somebody that's just a fan, I worry about his spine in 5 to 7 years. His spine is hip. That being said, he won. Obviously, he was going to win. He's challenging Steiner at Stand and Deliver. I'm yours. But, yeah, this was fun. It opened and closed strong. There was some stuff in the middle, but whatever. It was what it was. Let's see what happens next week with Roadblock. End of the line. Anyway, agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Wicklund. I'll see you soon.